Tuesday.
Hello,
Today,
gamers. It is
someone
not
died.
Tuesday. Okay.
That's a pretty easy guess. It'd be hard for someone not to die.
True. Just like how New York has so many shootings that the one time they went like a weekend without anyone dying was a record.
What happened after? Do you know? Like, were there like
They
4
probably
shootings in a row?
they probably went back to shootings.
It was a statistical anomaly. Don't worry, guys.
Or, they just never found whoever did get killed.
That's also.
Oh, that's scary.
I feel like in New York it'd be harder.
Now I'm looking at my door.
It'd be too hard to. Well, because gunshots are so loud.
Yeah, it's like someone.
It's not exactly something you can do stealthily. Like, it's usually gang violence and stuff. Because if you're gonna take a gun to someone, then. Well, silencers help. Doesn't suppress it entirely. It'd be quiet enough that. Actually, I guess it would be quiet enough that you might not have the cops called on you.
If you put a pillow in the way as well, a second silencer.
The way I've heard silencers described, which makes sense, is that it's still as loud as a gunshot. It just diminishes how far that circle of noise reaches.
Hey, CD. What's
Interesting.
Up?
So it reduces the energy of the sound? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
It's weight, it's carry, I don't know.
So if you put the gun through a pillow and held the pillow up to someone's chest.
What do you mean
was-
by pillow?
It'd still be a
Oh,
gun.
it's like or a blanket. I don't know.
It's like a
No, but,
movie
like,
thing.
Where are you putting it?
Middle of the pillow, just up against
yeah.
it.
Just tear open a hole. We're not trying to be
Alright,
like
sure.
that stealthy here. For noise.
I guess.
Oh.
You are just technically making a mini explosion, though, so.
Well, yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry. No.
What do you
Hold
mean
on.
it's fine?
We'll have it like a Nerf bullet.
What do you mean it's
Like a really fast Nerf bullet. With a whole bunch of compressed air. Actually, what about a pneumatic pistol? Like that uses water physics?
Water.
Actually,
So
you
like
could
So like a water jet is what you're describing.
No, it would propel a bullet all the same. Although that is fair. You could just use one of those laser jets they use to cut metal. That's probably
just
loud.
like carry around a portable water jet.
Well, the problem with that is
Or
that you need a
pressure
lot
washer.
of water, and you also need a lot of pressure.
Pressure washer.
I guess there are types of pressure washers that just do that normally, like the kind that you use for cars and whatnot.
Like,
Because I think you can really fuck someone up with those.
There we go. We solved your problem, New York.
What? Switch to pressure washers? I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna reduce
Hey, the streets will be
fatality.
cleaner.
I don't think that's how that works. Actually, I think the streets will be covered in blood.
Well, the water will help.
I think that is a far messier way of killing someone.
yeah.
Not that I'm an expert on killing people, but
It's
I watch
just
true
like-
crime every now and then.
It's way. It's gonna do so much damage to like surrounding. Like it's less localized.
What, the water jet or the gun?
The water jet, like it's just.
It could be a pretty good cover up though. Like the police searches for evidence and they're like, well,
This guy was killed with a water gun or pressure washer.
did you find any fingerprints? No.
On the pressure washer?
On anything.
That is definitely not how that works.
Yeah, it is.
You get a second pressure wash away the fingerprints.
Yeah.
Well, no, you'd
Pressure
wear a
wash
glove while
off your
operating the
fingerprint.
pressure washer.
Well, water doesn't just like clear off fingerprints. It definitely helps, but it's that whole thing about how
It's a
oils
pressure washer.
don't like just get rid of.
That is
Oils aren't just
fair.
removed by water. They have to be
I've seen
broken
that in
down by soap.
action while doing dishes. So,
Okay, real quickly, dish dilemma. Do you guys
Yeah.
wash your dishes with cold water or boiling hot water?
hot.
a little below boiling hot.
Well, yeah.
Like in a dishwasher with my hands.
just
With
as
your
Yeah.
hands.
as
As
hot
hot as I can
as I
handle.
can tolerate with my hands.
Yeah.
Are you gonna come up with some bullshit that like cleaning cold is better?
Just trying to get some input. Priest, what about you?
I
Okay,
mean-
Priest is not here.
Yeah, I'd like to hear. I'm not gonna judge if you pick cold water.
But now I need to know.
No, my roommate was talking to me about cold water, and I was like, no. I mean,
Really?
even
Yeah.
just like
What was their
ignoring.
I mean, I guess
I don't know.
depending on like the plate you're using, but almost every ounce of cookware you have should be hot enough to withstand 10 times that heat.
His argument was that as a chemist, by the way, it doesn't really reduce
he was in a
the.
band.
He is in a band. He's also a chemist.
Right.
His argument was that it doesn't really get rid of more or less germs, and I was like, that's not why. You use it to melt shit off the plate.
Yeah, exactly.
I was about to make exactly the
It
same
feels
argument
good
because
for the
increasing
mental.
the heat, and this is not true for all dissolution reactions, but increasing the heat increases the rate at which the reaction progresses for a lot of different types of reactions.
I think he's just salty because one time I had just finished washing the dishes and he went to go wash his hands or something. He stuck his hand under the faucet and got not burned, but just very upset.
Then again, I'm more of a taking out the trash and vacuuming kind of.
Listen, you got to be able to do all the household chores.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're living by yourself at the very least. If not, then I don't know. Get someone else to do it. But
Sorry, I'm back.
Steam has now crossed 35 million
I
users.
agree with you, bro.
What has crossed
What
35? What?
Steam as an app,
Only 35?
surprisingly low.
As an
But
app? Like a
still
phone
good.
app?
No, like there were over 35 million people. Oh wait, concurrently online.
That's okay.
Oh, wow.
That's way different.
There's the number I'm looking for. Yes. Currently, at least as of 12 hours ago, 36 million people were online at the same time.
huh?
That's good.
Go
Glad
Steam.
the
Yeah,
Is
Steam
it?
community is.
That's great, though. But you guys, what the fuck are we doing here?
We have not
Like,
moved
in
an
general?
inch.
Well, yeah, we were waiting. We're waiting the standard 7 minutes before we start the stream.
Oh,
All right.
Oh,
You
so
were
we're
also
live?
gone for most of that.
Oh,
so.
shoot. Sorry. Yeah, Kane, we're live.
Oh, okay. I figured we were. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, you asked, so
I did specifically
can't
say
show up
turn
and be
on.
like, "Oh fuck, you caught me by surprise." Just
Oh,
a
nine
couple
miles
bros listening to
mega
more music.
horsepower.
oh shit.
Speaking of which, are you guys hearing the music I'm streaming right now? Just to make sure it's working.
No, let me tap in.
It's very quiet. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, I love this one. I can't have it on because I want to edit it. If I murmur, does my thing slowly fade away?
If it's quiet, please just turn up the volume, or like turn up the stream volume, because what's happening right now is not at home. Don't have my normal recording set up, so I can't really raise the volume without just deafening myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid
I turned it up
Yeti
a
X
little bit.
microphone.
It might be a little too loud now, but not.
Stupid frickin'.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wait,
add
Whiskers, you
to the
don't
stream, Yeah.
you don't listen to the music?
I don't, just because since it's coming through, what is this thing called? Discord. If
Yeah.
I wanted to ever edit this, it would be on the same layer as your voices.
Are you recording right now?
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah.
Wait, so which is it?
Just in case. Well, I was going to record and then I didn't remember to start it.
Yeah,
so
I have the
it's
same
saving me.
problem with everything being on the same channel with Discord, because I do record these to my local hard drive as well, but ever since we started doing the music streaming... Alright, CD, sounds good. We'll see you soonish. But yeah, ever since we switched to like streaming through streaming the music over Discord, we used to stream it through directly through the
Owlbear.
Owlbear, but that
Mhm.
that does not work anymore the way that it used to.
To be fair, it always kind of sounded like shit and was really choppy.
Yeah, no, it was never good. Half the time the music wouldn't be on for everybody, and now it's just not an option at all. That's what's really changed.
Kane, do you have any ideas about like third-party music streaming softwares that we could listen to like through a watch party or something?
Nope, all got taken down or banned.
Damn.
Oh.
I would suggest like Rabbit or something, but Rabbit's been dead for like 4 years.
I was looking into like if Spotify listening parties work or not, and I don't think they do, at least not very well.
I think, Marak, if you keep it, well, Leo can't do this. If I keep it quiet enough, I can listen to it, and it would be fine. So I'm gonna do that.
It's totally up to you. I was just thinking, like, I really like the level of ambiance that music adds to D&D
absolutely.
in general.
Like last stream, we were fighting, and I'm like, dang, I really need some Pizza Tower on right now.
Especially like the more, I guess, melodramatic elements, or when you're just like talking. Because I have recorded sessions with other people and then gone back to listen to them and been like, man, this shit is boring.
There's nothing
happening. There's just moments of silence followed by talking, followed by more silence.
Especially online.
Yeah.
That's how we have to do it. We make it work and we have a lot of fun doing it.
Honestly, Empire's Gang has probably been my best online party.
Heck yeah!
Because with online, you just have a lot of, like, stuttering, stopping, being like, "Oh, sorry, what were you saying?" No, you first.
I talked to you.
Just talk, please.
But we've already got like a
Everyone's on
rapport
their
built
phones.
up at this point, so like, I think.
Believe me,
dynamic.
we talk too much.
Yeah. Anyway, so where were we again?
You know what? Let me do the administrative stuff, and then I can. Oh, hey, Squidler, and then I can hand things.
Pumpkin gonna be here?
Huh? I sent Pumpkin a message, but there's a good chance she's working tonight.
Aw.
We'll see though. All right. I'll do my administrative stuff, and then I'll hand things off to Marak to get us on track, because we did start pretty late tonight. First off, we will not be doing Phoenix Wright tomorrow. In fact, for various personal reasons, we will be taking another extended hiatus from Phoenix Wright. At least,
and we were this close.
At least the next 2 weeks, I think. At least the next 2 weeks. Hopefully not longer than that. But we will not be doing Phoenix Wright tomorrow night or the Monday after. In place of that, it's mostly because one of the Empire's gang members just can't attend for whatever reason. In place of that, we might do something else on either of those 2 Mondays, or we might not. So those streaming days are completely up in the air, and I can't make any promises about anything. Furthermore, I am still planning on doing Ayaka's stream this week, but as for which day, I can't be sure. It will probably be either Tuesday or Wednesday night. But I can't say for certain. As for Persona 4, it will probably be Thursday afternoon or Saturday night. But again, I can't really make any promises. We will also be skipping D&D this weekend, again, due to some of those same, just one of the Empire's gang is missing or whatever. So, no Phoenix Wright tomorrow, no D&D next weekend, and no Phoenix Wright next Monday. That's about as far out as I've done any planning, and I know that's kind of bad scheduling wise, but that's all I got right now. So none of that's very definite, but bear with us. It's just some weird scheduling stuff is going on over the next couple weeks, so that's where we're at. And with that, I will hand things over to our good friend Michak, so he can get us going.
Hi everybody, I'm Marak.
Well, today we'll be playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Have you boys ever heard of Dungeons and Dragons?
Yo.
What,
The satanic ritual?
Yes. The satanic panic is very much alive and real, Leo Arcturus.
Oh my god, is
Because
that an
I'm
IDK
doing it.
reference?
Overload. Let's start from the top. So, where last we left off, our boys, the Empire's gang, who has not, decided on a party name, because why would they?
It's lame.
Had finally finished their exploration of the ruins that they found after killing a group of bandits. In doing so, after the battle that almost knocked Prince out, they got their hands on a lot of treasure. With Rockson and Kyle, I believe, getting a surplus of potions, as well as Prince getting a sword, Aze getting a sword, and Kyle just stealing a bunch of shit off of this orc man.
Borrowing.
Until further notice.
Borrowing.
Until he asks for it back.
Yes.
Still waiting for a request to be put in.
In the short succession afterwards, Kyle, with endless bravado and confidence, essentially waltzed into, albeit by accident, waltzed into a more dangerous part of the forest, during which a spirit took over different members of the party, causing them to turn against each other and fight. However, in the end, the group was successful in dispelling the spirit and quickly got the hell out of there. So, that is it for the recap. We pick up where we left off with some travel. I'm going to have all of you in the hours preceding, hopefully, your arrival at Tont Town. Whoever is leading the charge, go ahead and make a perception or survival check.
On it. Uh-oh. Hold up.
I like how Kane
What have
just
you done?
assumes the position at this point.
My bad. I'm completely unprepared and I'm waiting on loading screens.
Nice.
Roll survival check. Pop that off. Oh, no! That is a 2 plus a 4. That is a 6 in survival. We are not doing too hot right now.
Indeed, you are not. So, after the last incident, Roxanne, you find yourself a bit rattled. Not out of, anger, I would presume, but just sort of not quite sure what to think after the last battle, in which you had to turn against your allies, and your allies had to turn against you.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, you get a bit lost in thought. And progress is being made, certainly, but it's very slow going. And as nightfall takes hold once more, something a bit different happens. And, you've noticed a slow progression in moving towards the area occupied by Mount Luzea. That, air's getting a little colder, wind's blowing a little stronger, foliage is a bit more dead, but this time it's serious. As you all begin bedding down for the night, still presumably with a little bit more travel left to do, you see clouds rolling in.
Oh boy.
If anyone wants to try and identify what type of clouds they are, they can go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Can I double down or is it done for me?
You've got the only good survival modifier.
May I roll?
Of course.
Can we
Go
all
for it.
roll?
We believe in you.
Yeah, you
We're
can
so
all roll
happy.
if you want.
Nice.
16.
Okay. With a 16, Roxanne, although you're not... Oh, hold on. Alright, Kyle and Roxanne, you both realize what this is without too much difficulty. You happy now?
Actually, when I find survival, that's actually going to be an 18.
Whoa. That's
Pretty
impressive. Very impressive. So I'll say that both of you realize that the incoming clouds are a blizzard. Frigid, cold, not the kind of thing that you want to be out in the middle of the wilderness to deal with. And Kyle, you can tell that it's going to be here within about an hour.
I accidentally unplugged my headphones, so I only heard what
1 hour.
Kyle specifically. Yeah, I only heard that. But what's coming in an hour?
A blizzard.
A
Oh,
blizzard. Okay.
Wow, we're off to a great start.
I guess, have we passed any like noticeable shelter recently?
Make a history check.
Okay,
Pretty recent history.
pretty good at that. Fuck. Okay, too bad I'm not good at dice today. 8 plus 5, 13.
Okay. You remember seeing a tree, a cave, little outcroppings here and there, but not too much that you think would provide you full protection from a blizzard.
Damn. Okay. I wonder if we should just get digging now. What does the party think? Do we want to try and brave a fucking blizzard
Not
to hope we find
particularly.
shelter? We can either push forward to try and find shelter within the hour, or we can try and hunker down here and dig a hole, set up shelter.
well, whatever you guys do, I can't follow.
How far are we from town?
Well, you can follow. We just can't rest.
That's true.
Rox, do you know how
how
far
would
we
you-
are from town?
Do I? I don't think I do.
You're not really a local here, but, you do have a vague idea of where you are, so go ahead and make a... What would this be? Just straight intelligence check, I guess?
Oh my god. Okay. 7.
You're really shaken from that last battle, as you
I
just
still got
can't seem
ghosts in me.
to focus your mind on anything, and find yourself forgetting what you were asking.
Uh-oh.
No.
Okay.
Dig.
Okay.
We're digging.
Start digging with my hands, of course,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
and feet.
And feet?
Abandoning all thought. I now use my instincts of living out on the road for many, many dozens of years to try and craft some the best shelter I can before this fucking blizzard hits us. I want to get us a little bit of a hole. I want to get some leaves and a roof over it.
Where's
To make camp.
Where's like the closest high point of view?
Probably just like one of the particularly tall trees.
Right, Ozzy's gonna scale a tree.
All right,
while
you
they do
scale
the
a
hard
tree.
work. What do I see?
Go ahead and make a perception check. What are you looking for?
Shelter and anything bad.
Okay, sure.
I don't know, like if I see a giant, my focus is gonna shift, but mostly shelter. That's gonna be... Wait, what was it? Wait.
Perception.
It's gonna be a 22.
Okay. So, luckily, you managed to get up there and just begin to get a look of the land before too much time has passed with all the digging and whatnot.
Yeah?
Sorry.
You're all good. I just didn't know if like your mic had muted and you didn't know.
No. So thankfully, you don't see anything dangerous. You imagine that in the wake of a blizzard, unless something has natural resistance to the cold, everything is going to be trying to, hide around here. However, in that, through the clouds and the fog off in the distance, I don't know what Kyle is rolling for, you do see civilization of some kind. It looks close enough that if you guys were to try and brave the blizzard, you'd probably make it.
Y'all! Alright, I'm gonna go down and have a discussion with them, actually. I'm not gonna just call. Hey, alright. There seems like there's civilization, yay, not an hour that way. The question is, do we try to run there instead of digging ourselves weary? Or is that a bad idea? Are they gonna feel the same way you guys do around me?
Probably. As for the feeling feeling the same around you. As for travel, I'd say we risk it. Worst comes to worst, they're evil. We kill them. We use their shelter.
All right, I'm down. Kyle, Prince.
Yeah.
14.
You said not an hour, so I'm assuming it's less,
Is this
but
like...
it could be more than an hour. So yeah, let's go. Wait.
That
Battle
music
music.
makes me afraid.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Yeah, bad choice, guys.
That wasn't quite the atmosphere I was going for.
All right, we march.
All right. So, as you all begin marching... Okay, goddammit. Volume. As you all begin marching, the blizzard rolls in properly. And so now that you guys are presumably on the move, I'm going to need each and every one of you to make a Constitution saving throw. And I am also going to need whoever is continuing to lead the charge to make one survival check. And
It
depending
can't
on...
continue being worse, right, guys?
Well, Kyle
Sorry.
certainly did not. Do well.
Would you like to finish that sentence, Marok? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. Just as a note, depending on how well or poorly you roll, it may affect your ability to continue finding a way forward going on.
Okay,
That makes sense. Well, what do we think?
We need a
Should I roll
a
again?
Constitution roll, and then someone needs a survival roll.
Each
I
and
still
every
have-
one of you needs to make a Constitution saving throw, and then following that,
All right, here I'll get my Constitution save.
Yeah, let's start.
Whoa, it really looked like it was going to be a 4 there for a second.
It's 17.
Kyle, what did you get?
I got a 7.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh,
and Whiskers, what'd you get?
15.
Okay.
I
Everyone
have
but Kyle.
it looks like a 20, a dirty 20.
Whoa.
Okay.
how's your constitution?
No, I don't have that high of a Constitution. I just rolled an 18.
Oh, I saw someone else roll a 14. Okay, I thought you rolled a 14. I was like, you got a fucking con of 6? You're a bard, bro.
No, I just have the 6 on Charisma saving throws.
Yeah, get out of the gym and go to the library. Anyways.
so, Kyle, it seems, is the only one who takes any negative penalties. Kyle, you don't come from humble beginnings, and you're proud of that. You ain't no common man. Unfortunately, that is not doing you any favors right now, and you are chilled down to the bone. You take 1 point of exhaustion. Exhaustion lasts until you take a long rest, and while you have just 1 point, you have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Oh no.
That is that's a pretty steep.
Does anybody have any North Face or like Patagonia, maybe like a feet warmer? Oh,
Maybe an Advil.
Kyle, man up. We have to go. I
Yes,
have
mother.
nothing I can provide and nothing I'm willing to give up. Ergo, we continue walking.
Your only advice. You. There's only one way you can advise Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just cape for warmth.
So, now, whoever wants to can lead the charge and make another survival check. Rox is
Okay.
welcome to, but, just in case
Yeah.
the luck is bad.
My last roll was 13. That's better. I'll leave it in your guys' hands.
Let me go check what my survival is. I don't think it's.
Oh, I most certainly have the highest survival. My survival is like fuck. It's
I'm not
That's
doubting
four.
that. I'm just checking to see if we could get away with something else.
mm-hmm.
I have a 3 in survival, so nothing special.
Same.
Work. I'll roll it. Who cares?
Last time I tried, we fought a ghost, so
Hold on, I'm
I'll pass.
changing the dice color ahead of time. I'm gonna go red.
Well,
11. Okay.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay, so, as the snow begins to pile on, things have begun moving at a slower pace.
Okay.
The water and the frost in your feet has dulled your movement, and you are still not at civilization yet.
Did I leave the guy?
I'm going to need everyone to make another round of Constitution saving throws.
Alrighty.
Maybe like a hot cocoa thermos or like.
Stop and make hot cocoa.
That's gonna be a
Fuck, 14.
13 from me.
Oh no.
Kyle's rip Kyle.
I'm gonna die.
Kyle's about to die of frostbite.
Maybe
Okay,
my
so-
forgery kit can help.
How much health you at?
It's exhaustion. If I reach enough exhaustion, I think I'll just
Oh.
die.
So, what did everyone roll?
13.
14.
18.
5.
Okay. Prince and Rox, you both take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh god.
You now all have disadvantage on ability checks. And Kyle, your speed is now halved as you take a 2nd point of exhaustion.
Can we help Kyle move?
Yeah, you can bring him along with you, carry him
I'm
on
sorry,
one
what were the
shoulder if you need
downsides?
be.
You said disadvantage on ability checks?
You and Prince both have disadvantage on ability checks. Kyle has disadvantage on ability checks, and his speed is halved.
Alright, let's help Kyle move.
I can't open my
Yeah,
eyes, you
okay.
guys. They're frozen fucking shut.
Wow, it's totally
Kyle is
just
way
gonna
down and not happy
fucking
about it.
blizzard party wipe, I guess.
While mumbling about how
Leo, you
we
have
totally
jack of
should
all
have sat
trades?
down and sheltered,
And shovel.
I guess, what do I even have on me? How can I prevent Kyle from dying?
I can. If
Can
you
I give
you
Kyle
can.
a coat? Like if I'm wearing my Jester's outfit, can I give him like a shirt or something?
I mean, you still kept parts of your common clothes that you gave to the captain. You know, you gave him
Oh
your
yeah.
shoes
I
or
gave
something.
him my
so
socks.
You can throw another layer on Kyle. Might not help.
I'll throw another layer on Kyle.
Kyle, you feel the incredibly itchy discomfort of cold common clothes. You're a little bit more bundled up now, though.
I may be cold, but my heart is warm.
Can
Can you guys see? Can you guys see the camp? How far is it?
we see anything? It's a blizzard, so I assume not.
With an 11, you guys can see lights in the distance.
Oh my god.
Okay. Then in that case, I am just gonna keep marching on. I will tie Kyle to a rope when he passes out.
Here, wait. How about, since I have the least exhaustion, I'll run forward and ask for help.
I don't think
Wait.
we can run in a blizzard. I think we just keep our pace.
I think yeah.
I was asking about how far it is because I can cast Dimension Door and take me and another person like 400
Oh.
feet.
It's far enough away that you're not going to be able to make it with one dimension door, but it would definitely help.
Be closer.
Still, that's only you and one other person.
Yeah, true.
Squidler's asking is the 6th level of exhaustion death?
Yes.
Okay.
The 6th?
Yes, if you get 6 points of exhaustion, then you
That's a
die.
lot.
Oh, we're far
You're
from
gonna
that.
die
Let's
at
just keep
3.
walking. We're good. Kyle's at like what? 2 points? 3?
Here, you know what? I'll just read it out for everyone wondering. The first point of exhaustion gives you disadvantage on ability checks. Second causes your speed to be halved. Third gives you disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Fourth, your hit point maximum is halved. Fifth, your speed is reduced to 0, and 6 is death.
Oh, all right. We can keep going
Okay.
till 5th. Let's get walking.
I think in this case the best
That
way is
is
probably to
Rox's
have
kind
Aze take the lead. That way hopefully our next
True,
survival check
true.
doesn't go as poorly.
Yeah, I just had a whole bunch of good rolls. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Well,
We'll
it's
see
better
then.
than
Still,
the rest
you
of
don't
us
roll
all
with
having
disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
You only have to get it right once.
True.
No matter how
Alright.
bad you look,
We
I
need
mean.
one.
Yeah, and I think how much is Kyle's movement being halved gonna affect us? Do we have to slow down to half pace?
Yes.
Okay.
What if we help him? Can we go like 3/4?
Sure, why not?
I don't know.
All right. Do we
Survival check
maybe
again.
Aze leads the way, and Rox and I support Kyle.
Yep.
All right.
All
Here's
right.
our plan.
Ozzy, go ahead and make a survival check.
Oh, no.
Where all of the rolls that matter most are the ones that are.
It's gonna be a 7.
All right. So, as you all are trudging through the snow towards this town, the snow blowing in the breeze becomes far too much for you to see through reasonably, and your vision has become obscured by the wind and the snow. I'm gonna need everyone to make another Constitution saving throw.
Please,
The
God.
music is fitting.
Oh.
Oh!
13. 11.
Well, our one member without disadvantage just rolled super disadvantage, so
14 for me.
Every roll that matters most, we are failing on.
11.
Okay. So what did
I
everyone?
got a 15.
14.
1.
11.
I mean, plus whatever, but...
So as Domino,
Yeah.
you're the only one currently to gain another point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Success.
About to have a TPK. What's a TPK?
Total party
Total
kill.
party kill. We'll be fine.
It's not looking good, guys.
This is just a realistic walking through a blizzard, kind of on us.
True.
Well, I mean, it is realistic, but we're just rolling bad.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Another survival check. Who wants to do it?
So we all
This one
have
with disadvantage.
at this point.
We all have disadvantage, so I'll just
Oh,
do it.
wait. Is this a save? It's a saving throw?
Ability
Exhaustion is. This is just an ability check right now.
Never mind. You do it, Rocks.
check. Okay, I'm
Come on,
rolling.
Come through for us. Do any of you have inspiration?
Doubles. Okay, wait. Is that loading for you guys? Double 16.
It is.
Okay,
Oh
sweet.
my god.
Oh, 20.
Okay. So, with one last burst of stamina and vigor, Rox, you triumphantly lead the party in. And as you're sort of like stared down at the ground, your snot beginning to coalesce into an icicle on your nose, and the cold beginning to take not only your body, but your spirit, you bump into something. And it's kind of hard to see what it is. The frost has almost like closed your eyes shut. But putting up your hands against it, it feels like a house.
Wall.
I like the idea of
My
Rox
hand on
calling
the wall.
out wall.
I'm going to keep my hand on the wall and follow it to the left.
Okay. You follow it to the left.
And just
You come
keep
around a
going
corner, and going, you feel a door.
Oh! I knock loudly. Boom, boom, boom.
Help!
You don't hear anything. There's no light coming from the inside of the house, and a minute passes without.
I open the door and I fall in.
The door does not open.
Oh shit.
Break it
I knock
down.
again, louder.
Oh, wait. I have a crowbar.
You do?
I do.
Okay, wait.
Rocks,
Do it.
you were small but strong.
Rox was totally gonna like think of a way to just use the artificer kit to take off the screws so we don't destroy someone's door. However, we're too fucking cold. Break that door down. If you don't use the crowbar, I'm actually
Give it to Rox.
So
Who has the highest strength?
Rox.
probably also me.
Rox.
Alright,
Hey,
give it to Rox.
My strength of 0, mind you, 11. My not negative strength is our highest one. Yeah, let me use the crowbar on that door if I can.
All right. Crowbar would normally give you advantage on a strength check to manipulate something of this nature, but currently you are exhausted, so go ahead and just roll me a straight +0 roll.
All right. 13.
Okay. The DC was 10. With a
Thank
quick
God.
and desperate just pop lock. You manage to... Weirdly, it doesn't seem like the door was locked. It seemed like it was frozen shut. And through just a bit of the right leverage, you twist it open. And I'm assuming afterwards, then fall in.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Alright. As you all pile in, darkness takes the space. How many of you, everyone except for Kyle, has dark vision, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. So the rest of you all immediately see something. You see that lodged in one side of the house, there is a big, just huge icicle. Like, I'm talking the size of a car just jammed through the side of the wall. It has burst through the wood and is currently creating a small opening between the outside and the inside.
Fuck me. So
God.
this place is not suitable shelter anyways.
Maybe.
Let's
Or
go
is
patch
it?
it
Is
up.
it more suitable? I guess the question is it better to stay where there's technically a wall?
I guess the question is.
Look for a
Alright,
basement
are
door.
we
Yeah,
going
what
to,
do we-
are
what
we
else do
going
we
to,
see
like,
around?
is our condition just going to stagnate, or is it going to actively get worse?
Yeah.
And if it is going to actively get worse, is it going to actively get worse quick enough that we need to consider moving?
Mm-hmm. I assume we're not able to stay here then, right?
Looking around, you okay. So what you see in front of you is what looks to be an abandoned living space. There is a bed, there is a table, there is some sort of weird box full of food or provisions, but it's all tattered, and there's no one here. You could
Okay.
manage to jury-rig something to keep the cold air from blowing in, like if you had a blanket or some stakes to hold it down and prevent, the cold. And if you did so, this would probably be a suitable shelter. The option is move on, but I don't think any of you want to do that.
Well, what's nearby? Do we see anything nearby? Just kind of taking everything one step at a time. Because if there's another house across the street, I'm gonna go walk over there. But
Looking around, actually depends on who's looking around. Who wants to make a perception check to go and look for other stuff?
I
boy.
will.
We've all got disadvantage, I guess it.
yeah, whoever's got highest perception, which is probably
Wait.
Ozzy.
Or could we
I have
all just
a
look
5.
Yes, you have a 5. You should be the one to roll.
Okay.
All right, roll with disadvantage.
Wow!
Yeah, so I don't see anything.
Okay. We're sleeping here. Yeah, I would like to attempt to jury rig to make this place livable.
Okay.
As I saw a Yeti outside.
I will.
So go ahead and whoever is doing, I'll give you all like just one round to say if you're attempting to do something to improve the situation. So let's start from the top of the Discord order down. Kyle, are you going to try and do anything?
I would like to cast bonfire, just in the middle of the room.
In the middle of the wooden house.
I imagine it's sort of like.
Wait. Does it got a dirt floor? Wait, yeah. What does bonfire do?
Let's read the spell. I don't know. Would this set you create a bonfire on ground that you can see within range? I don't know if this would set
Does
the
it generate the wood too?
Here, let me look up. It's the spell create bonfire, right?
yeah.
Okay. You create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the bonfire fills a 5-foot cube. Okay, it only lasts for a minute, but you would be able to do that.
I only cast.
So-
You can use the bonfire to light something else on. If we get firewood,
Let's
That
wait a
shouldn't be our
minute.
priority,
Let's
but-
put 2 people on patching up the hole and 2 people on creating a bonfire.
yeah. Since we're going in turn order, you should probably help patch the house first. That's the most priority.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll help. Should
Okay.
probably help patch the
We'll
house.
just say Kyle tells us the idea.
All right. Prince.
Hmm.
Prince.
Yeah, I'm looking through. I guess. Do I need to, like, use an item to help patch the house?
That depends on you. What are you going to try and do?
I guess I'll try and patch the house as well. That's probably where I'm going to be the most useful.
Okay.
Yeah, just trying to use supplies to patch up that hole.
All right, Aze Domino, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start collecting like anything that's flammable into the middle of the room.
Okay, there's a lot of flammable stuff in here. Roxanne, what are you doing?
Patching this house, using my carpentry skills to try and repair this fucking hole.
Okay.
Like chop off the bit of iceberg that's sticking through our end and trying to cover it up with a big hole.
Okay. In that case, Kyle, Prince, or Roxanne, one of you guys roll a. You're gonna roll a check. So,
Okay.
which of you would like to roll it?
Any specific kind of check, or
don't-
just something more general?
It is going to essentially be depending on what you guys intend to do, like in order to patch the hole. Because like that was part of what I wanted to ask was, what are you guys going to do to patch up the hole?
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
use wood to cut. I want to cut the part of the iceberg that's in the way off, and then try and use nearby wood. And like you said, there was a bunch of supplies in here. Hopefully, try and find something to just patch this hole up and stop cold
I
air
think
from
this would have
blowing
been
in.
better if we had actually worked out a plan ahead of time. We could do something like Rock starts preparing the hole to be patched, and then Kyle and I like look around for materials to patch it with.
Mm.
Either way, I'm gonna just, for the sake of this, since Rox is the only one with a definite plan right now, go ahead and make. This would probably be call it an intelligence check. And are you proficient in like wood carving tools or carpenter's tools?
I'm proficient in smiths, tinkers, thieves, and wood carving. Yes.
Okay, so this isn't exactly wood carving, but I'd still say you get to add your proficiency bonus to it. So go ahead and roll a check, adding your intelligence and your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
And this is still a disadvantage.
Fucking shit. A disadvantage. Okay, 6 and a 13. Okay, 11.
Okay. It's pretty ramshackle, but using like bits of scrap wood around here, you just go over to the hole and begin patching it shut with just pieces of wood, nails, stuff like that, boarding it on.
Mm-hmm. Well, it'll have to make do.
It's still blowing, by the way. Like, that didn't fix it.
There's
There's just
Alright.
less wind coming through right now because you more or less patched the hole.
I've got a couple costumes in my inventory. Can I use them to try and patch up like any of the gaps?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, and I'd say if you're going to use... how are you going to use clothes? You going to, like, just staple it on there? Are you going to try and work with rocks to put it in places where the boards are? Give me something concrete to work with.
That's interesting. Like, how big are the gaps? Like, I couldn't just. I guess that's my question: is how big are the gaps? Because if they were small, it might be sufficient to just like stuff them in there and use friction to hold them in place. But if they're bigger gaps, I'd probably work with rocks to try and like nail them up and actually use them to cover more area.
They're on the smaller side.
They're on the smaller side, so
Yeah.
could I at least try and see if it'll hold with friction alone?
Yeah, you can... I mean, how many sets of clothes do you have?
See, that's the funny thing, is I have 2 things that are marked as costumes, uppercase, and 1 thing that's marked as costume, lowercase.
Okay. In that case, I'll say go ahead and make... This would also be an intelligence check, and if you're working with rocks, I'd say you have advantage on it. So it would just be a straight roll.
So just be a straight roll.
So yep, intelligence check, straight roll.
Watch this absolutely fail. 11 plus intelligence, that's going to be a 13.
Okay. You manage to fill up the parts where, there's still wind blowing through with some clothes, and it looks like it'll hold for now.
Okay.
Not too sure on that.
For now was enough, I think, at this point, because then we can make some other plans. Unless someone else wants to try and reinforce our shoddy job.
I have done my part.
Yeah, I guess I said I would be like, yeah, collecting firewood and different anything. I have 3 poison spears that I collected from goblins, dead goblins, so that can be tinder. What else? Does leather burn?
Not really, but you can burn it. It's not like firewood at the very least.
It's not gonna help us out of our situation, if nothing else.
Yeah, okay, so I'll burn the spears, and I also have 3 pouches of gunpowder. I'll put that on there, and then I'll also, I guess, collect wood from Is there any furniture in here, anything like that?
Yeah.
Grab that furniture, grab it all.
The furniture.
Start breaking it down.
So you take your... Whoops, hold on. You take your spears, you take the furniture, you take everything together and you put it into a pile?
Yeah, and then I set some aside so we can burn longer.
Okay.
Firewood.
And you're just gonna create bonfire into it?
Yeah.
Okay. And remind me, which set is the gunpowder in?
Oh no, I collected some gunpowder from that first big castle on Stairway Isle.
Yeah, and like, where are you putting the gunpowder in relation to the fire you're about to start?
I guess I would just sprinkle a bit at the base as like a jet fuel.
Wait, gunpowder?
Does gunpowder explode?
Yes.
This
Question.
is not gonna like help you light a fire. This is an actual explosive.
Kyle, come here. Do you know what a gun is?
See, yeah.
Have you ever been near a gun going off?
No.
No. Well, when you shoot a gun, it explodes. So, don't.
Thank you. Because what I was imagining, you might not understand this, but there's sort of like
No, I surprisingly enough, I get the line of thinking.
You know, it's like a trail and a fuse, like in Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, but instead you're just going to blow up the house we're in.
Much appreciated. No gunpowder. Got it. Okay. No gunpowder.
Alright, so you cast the Create Bonfire spell, and through a collection of less volatile materials, you manage to create a small working bonfire. And presumably chilled by the circumstances you've been placed in, I would imagine all of you begin to huddle around the bonfire.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
In that case, as of right now, the danger has ceased.
Okay. I assume we cannot actually rest due to the Eldritch God in our party member's pocket.
At the moment, no.
There's no exhaustion bonus for sleeping.
Beg your pardon?
There's no exhaustion bonus for sleeping where you're so tired you don't care about Eldritch Gods anymore.
Insomnia exists for a reason. Sadly, no amount of horror, no amount of exhaustion will prevent
we have a word
mental
for
horror
insomnia for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, at the current moment, even despite, the exhaustion, everyone's minds are still too wound up from you being nearby to fall asleep.
Maybe I could go explore. Wait, can I make a perception check for hidden trapdoors?
Yeah, sure, go for it. That would actually be investigation, though.
Oh, okay. Investigation. Let's see here. That's gonna be a 14.
Roll with advantage or disadvantage because you're still exhausted.
Ooh. Oh, what? No! That's not fair.
So what was the lower of the two?
Well, it was an 11. It's an 11 and a 20, so it's a 14.
Okay, not bad. You do a bit of creeping. You check for hidden trapdoors under the bed, under the bookshelf that doesn't exist, under the supplies, under the table,
Under
and
the
you realize
fire.
something, Azedomado. This is
Yeah.
the most podunk thrown together shack that you have ever come across in your time as an adventurer. And that's saying not much because you've been an adventurer for about 3 days.
Very short, yeah.
What even?
But you don't think there's gonna be any hidden doors or basements in here.
Guys, either we need to start digging and build a hut, or I need to go out there and find a better house. This is not gonna work.
We'll just have to make do until the storm's gone.
I concur. We can hardly send you out there on your own. There's no guarantee that you'll even be able to find a better place to take shelter. And if you get lost out there, there's not much we can do to help you.
It's over for you.
Okay. Does
I
anyone
like-
have a pot? Can we melt some snow over a pot?
To what end?
Fresh water.
Hmm.
Let's melt some snow over a pot and get some fresh water.
I mean, go for it.
All right.
We're not short on supplies. We're just dying.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure our water skins are all full.
Yeah,
Alright,
water
never
skins and
mind.
rations are good.
Never mind. Never mind.
I like the idea of digging, though. Kyle's gonna go into a corner or a place a little ways away from the bonfire, start with the crowbar, prying up a floorboard and digging a hole.
All right. So, is anyone else going to attempt to do anything else throughout the night?
No.
Rest.
Prince
I
is
guess.
adopting a save their strength strategy at the moment.
All right. In that case, you all try your best to get as little rest as you can, given the circumstances. As Kyle repeatedly jams a. I'm sorry. Do you have digging implements, or are you literally just using a crowbar?
Using a crowbar.
Rox, can I borrow a shovel? That's what Ozzy was gonna say.
Don't think I have a shovel. Um.
How were we gonna dig before then?
I think Kyle was trying to take the floorboards up.
No. Before, when we were like trying to build a shelter before the snow came.
Let me reread the right tool for the job. I don't think that works actually. I don't know. I was just gonna make do. It was not well thought out.
Dwarves use their hands, boy.
I could use a battle axe as a shovel.
Oh, can I borrow that?
Oh wait, I don't have one. I'm just proficient in one. I can use 2 hand axes as shovels.
Can I use that? Better than a
a little
rapier.
dog
Willing to
guarded
lend
trowel.
1 hand axe. I'm willing to
Alright.
let you borrow 1 hand axe to see what's up.
It would help carefully help Kyle start digging.
All right. What do you mean by carefully, by the way?
Well, I'm holding a hand axe, so I'm not gonna go gung ho with it, but
Okay, sure, fair enough.
Make a survival check.
No, this is definitely not what this is.
For me, survival.
You guys are both weak, like physically. You're also both very cold.
This is not.
So-
This was never a good idea.
So, out of the two of you, I'd be willing to allow you to roll. Whoever has the highest strength out of you two can roll a strength check with disadvantage.
I think we both have -1.
No, I have -2.
Well, Kyle starts feeling better about himself.
You see the Ozzy like wimply going at it. It's like, oh.
Please,
Maybe
please.
I'm pretty
Gotta be better
muscular.
than this, right?
Let me take care of this.
What was I about to say?
15.
All right, I have to
Oh
get slightly early. Best of luck with our survival.
Oh yeah.
Rox is just going to attempt to make sure that everyone can stay as warm as they can. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rox
we've got our
has
usual,
Rox is trying to make sure everyone dies and risks are minimized for now.
Kay's got
Right
his
on.
usual break, so We're gonna autopilot rocks and keep on going.
It's gonna be a 14 for your boy.
All right.
Even with damage.
You know, over the course of the night, you make passable progress. Somehow, you manage to dig a hole that's about 10 feet deep, let's say, after having been at it for 8 hours with 2 people.
Actually, I'm gonna say Aze would have dipped at hour 4. Just like I'm
you managed to dig a 5-foot hole.
That seems more realistic. Digging holes is hard.
Well, none of you guys get to come in here with me, so.
I thought you far surpassed my expectations, Kyle. I thought we were gonna get like a 1-footer, 2-footer.
Yeah, I surpassed my own. I really wasn't expecting much. Hit rock right away, maybe.
That would be the way.
But, all right. I get to have shelter in case things go bad, and the rest of you get to freeze to death. All right. And that is all for me.
Yeah. So after a uncomfortable, cold night in which none of you obtain any rest, I'm going to need you all to roll me one last Constitution saving throw for another point of exhaustion. The DC on this is 10, so just don't roll below a 10, and you'll be chilling.
Yeah, sure.
Alright,
Okay, good.
Aze is safe.
No, Kyle.
Oh my
But I guess it makes sense.
Alright, and here's my roll.
6.
2!
Oh, that's even worse.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Alright, and who wants to roll for rocks?
Not me.
You got a 5.
Wow. This blizzard, man.
Okay, thankfully, Rox has a +6 to his Constitution saving throws. So he's chilling.
Thank the Lord.
Did all of you fail?
No,
I got a 13.
Okay, Prince and Kyle failed. So Kyle, you take a 3rd point of exhaustion. Prince, you take a 2nd point of exhaustion.
Great.
What happens to level 3 again? I forgot.
You have disadvantage on all attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, and your speed is halved.
Wow.
Speed is halved.
So that doesn't include you, Leo. You just have disadvantage on ability checks, and your speed is halved. And, you know, as you all I won't say wake up because you don't. You just sort of realize through your suffering that the sun is actually out, shining through one of the somehow still intact windows in this shitty podunk shack in the middle of seemingly nowhere. And, you know, you all look tired. You all have bags under your eyes, and you're all wishing you could go to sleep, but are unable to at the moment.
Hi.
Can I look out the window and see what the situation is out there?
Yeah. Thankfully, the window is actually facing the town. So you can see, one, there is about a couple feet of snow outside. Anywhere between 3 and 4 feet.
Jesus.
Do I see any sign of activity, or is this town completely abandoned?
No, although you're not like right up against it, you're in a sort of smattering of houses that move away from the center of the town, which strangely you notice are also somewhat damaged by large chunks of ice. But towards like the more center of the civilization, where there's a lot more houses pushed together, you see people shoveling snow, people out and about. Things appear to be in a relatively cheery mood.
Okay. It appears there's actually some life in this town. We seem to be on the outskirts where all of the houses seem to be in a similar state of disrepair to this one. But if we make the trek into town, there's a chance we could actually get some proper shelter and something to eat.
We're gonna have some explaining to do about the house and the hole in the floor.
I have a feeling that, given the circumstances, our course of actions will most likely be more than understandable.
God, I hope so.
I suppose we just need to hope they're understanding, but all else fails, I should be able to talk our way out of this one.
Alright, do we get up and go?
Yeah.
Kyle,
I-
do you want to say goodbye to your hole?
Much. Well, I was gonna say I'm not waiting around, but
That sounds like the weirdest threat that anyone could ever deliver. You're ready to say goodbye to your hole.
Oh god. Oh, I didn't even think about it the way you were thinking it. I was thinking grave.
I'll
I was
miss
like,
you,
I think it's
buddy.
That positive.
I'll miss you, buddy. I wasn't sure if you were to sleep in or for shitting, but you
were
were
a good
special.
man.
Goodbye. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm hungry.
Mhm.
Well,
Eloquently said, Kyle.
Thanks.
So,
Oz.
as you all begin leaving the shack, you are met with your first roadblock. The door is not opening.
okay.
Rocks! Wait, windows
You
are,
muted.
you know.
Wait. Create bonfire is a cantrip, so I can just cast it 1 minute at a time until we melt our way out of there.
Oh my god. He like looks out
Good
the
dude.
window and casts it in front of the door.
Do you want to give it a shot? Are there front-facing windows so that Kyle could see?
Not front-facing windows. There's a window on either side of the shack, one leading towards the forest and one leading towards the center of town.
Okay.
I look out the window. If you look at the window, is it like covered, like you can't see? There's snow in front of it.
Nope. The windows are high enough that you can still see through them just fine.
I'll
Is
smash it with a
anyone
crowbar.
here,
Okay.
Is anyone here
We'll
who
scream
could
for
send out
help.
a flare or some kind of signal? Perhaps it would be seen and someone would be able to come dig us
I
out.
break
Prince,
a.
you are cut off as a window is smashed with a crowbar.
I'm clearing out the edges of the window. I'm just clearing it with the crowbar. I'm like, all right, guys.
Well, we have
Further
now
exit
rendered
wants to give
our
a boost.
shelter completely unusable. Alright.
There's a damn hole in the fucking wall. I think nobody's gonna mind, and nobody is gonna explain why that hole is there, right?
As far as we
I'll
know,
think
a
about
wolf
it,
came
Kyle.
in and dug it.
Oh yeah, I just saved your. You're thinking, does anybody have a flare? Yeah, nobody's coming to save us. You're welcome. I leave.
Wait, how? Is it tall enough so that Kyle can reach?
Yeah, he can just jump out the window.
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
He's gone.
Alright. Prince.
Wait, can rocks get out the window, though?
He's not that short.
Okay.
Uppies.
No.
Here we go.
Do you
Okay.
want a boost?
All right. So, the four of you crawl out the window and are met with it's kind of weird. There's a big juxtaposition between the terror and fear you felt last night, wondering whether or not you were going to be buried alive in snow or hit with so much frostbite that you wouldn't be able to continue forward. But looking out at it, it's pretty beautiful. You see the shadow of Mount Luzayoff in the distance, and there's a perfect, albeit thick, layer of snow stretching out in every direction.
Ooh.
And the sun is shining. There are no clouds in the sky.
Well, hopefully the worst is behind us, but let's make haste over to the town. I would
And to
prefer
think-
to get to properly warm up and perhaps get some rest in.
They never would have found our bodies under all this beauty.
Not until spring, that
I
is.
imagine like the Seinfeld theme plays after that. So no one told you life
But
was
it's gonna be this way.
My fingers are black.
Thankfully, no
How
frost.
is having an attack?
So, do you guys begin to trudge towards the town?
Party member
Yeah.
has to amputate some of their fingers.
We're gonna trudge slowly just in case they're cannibals.
That would be
Alright,
a
you know what?
cruel twist.
Yeah, this is just the cannibal village.
It has a name. That's how it's marked on a map.
Don't
Cannibal
go here
Village,
at
stay
any
away.
cost.
No, someone circled it with Cannibal Village, stay away, and that just became its name.
They're not cannibals either. They're all vegan.
If they
They
catch
don't
you,
eat meat. What's the word
they
for
won't
that
ever
again?
lose their
Cannibal. The
So-
person was just such a big meat eater, they thought they had to be eating some type of meat and just assumed it was each other.
Damn.
Like, I don't see any elk or chicken or deer. There's only one thing they could be eating.
Each other.
God damn it, I knew it. We have to wipe out the village.
It was so obvious all along.
How could we let ourselves be lulled into a false sense of security?
And now they've
One
eaten
more
my
night
leg.
and they would have gotten us. Just
Please.
like eating a
I'll wave
salad.
my arms. I'll be like, we need help.
They'll offer him stew and then say, "Hey, has anyone seen Mike?" And he'll just like spit it out. That's poison. It's tofu.
It's so food.
Is it Tofu or a guy named Tofu?
Okay, wait, what happens, Brock?
So, you all approach the town and are met with a few strange gazes as you all look pretty distinctive among this town of what appears to be mostly one of two races, human or Goliath.
Oh, Goliath.
Goliath, for anyone's information, which the only person who wouldn't know this inherently is Kyle. Goliath are taller folk, usually anywhere between 7 and 8 feet in height. Their skin is often a deep grayish coloration, due to the stone giants they descended from. They typically are lined with different variations of tattoos, and all of the males are bald,
Oh.
Okay.
like just naturally. They
Great
don't grow
toes.
any body hair.
Okay. Hello, giant men. we need food and shelter.
Hold on, Kyle. Can I
He's
walk
not from
up to
here.
someone who seems approachable?
Sure, you walk up to the giant man that Kyle just sort of strolled up to and is like, "Hello, giant man."
Alright, whatever. Good sir, we got caught in the blizzard last night. I was wondering, does your town here have any inns or places we could stay and warm up?
I don't think so. It's. I mean, there's a local restaurant, local mess hall if you wanted to stop by there, but it's not a big place. We don't have a lot of inns.
That's perfectly acceptable. Could you direct us there at least? Perhaps we could get some warmer food to help warm us up.
Yeah, sure. It's once you get to the center of the town, it's just off to the left.
Thank you very much, good sir.
Yeah, no problem.
I fist bump him.
You hold out your fist.
Yeah. Fist bump, bro.
He bumps it.
And then I do the ba-la-la-la.
He looks confused, but does like the explosion.
Yes! I like freaking pump my arm and then we start walking.
All right.
May he pass that to his kin.
Godspeed, giant man. Watch out for any slingshots you might see.
Oh.
Biblical.
Have you read the Bible
I
by
like
chance, sir?
You read the Bible.
Stay away from motherfuckers named Jack.
What? I thought his name was David.
Oh shit, you're right.
I was about to say. I was like,
Jack
hold
and
on for a
Goliath.
second. I've played
Thinking of Jack and the
Fate Go.
Beanstalk.
I was thinking of Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, you got me there. Man, I wasn't paying too much attention in church.
So you all make your way over to this strange, in comparison to the mostly wooden organization of this village, there is, close to the center of town, a singular tall standing brick building. The bricks appear to be of more of a yellowish gray coloration, but build up a long building with a sign that says mess hall at the front of it.
Alright, awesome.
And has a fork and knife carved into the sign.
Should be able to get some food here.
All right, let's go in.
I can.
Kyle's cool.
All right. As you walk in, you're immediately filled with just relief. In contrast to the frigid cold of the outside, as well as the place you stayed the night in here it's warm. They've got a big fireplace going, circulating heat throughout here. You see that there are multiple people currently in the middle of like a morning meal, or some of them, albeit the more strange ones, are having booze this early in the morning.
Of course.
And you see that there is a Goliath woman with long black hair and a braid standing at the front of this mess hall. And you see that she is serving what looks to be a warm porridge to people who walk up and ask for it.
Okay, awesome. I'm going right there.
Hello, giant woman. Please, soup.
Do you have oat-free option?
There wouldn't be human in this.
Say please.
Thank you. I mean, please.
You know what? I take it. And she pours you a bowl of porridge.
Could you perhaps get me a bowl of porridge as well?
She pours you some as well.
Thank you very much.
I would like some soup as well. Rox gets a bowl of soup.
There's soup?
Porridge, whatever.
Oh,
It's basically soup.
I thought there was another
I
option.
don't want soup
It's basically
now.
thick soup.
I'm
Oh.
gonna like turn to her, bow down a little, and go, "Thank you for providing 8% of our iron intake for the day."
No problem. And she pours you more soup, porridge, whatever. You get the deal.
It's breakfast soup, guys.
That's breakfast
Porridge.
soup. It's like cereal
Sorry.
is breakfast soup.
No, that's what. No,
Well, we
I,
kept
I was
saying
I was
soup.
playing off of it. That's just what porridge is. It's just breakfast soup.
Oh, okay, cool.
All cereals.
Excuse me, giant angelic lunch lady. What's your name?
Nima.
Please tell me we're not doing this again.
Wait, what's her name? I didn't get this
Nima.
part.
Mema.
Mima. Okay.
That is not what I said.
Okay. Mima. Did I get that right?
No. Nima with an N.
Nima. Okay.
It would have been
Where-
even funnier if you just said Mina.
I was gonna say Nemo, but
I love that movie.
oh, Nemo. I love that
Classic of
movie.
our generation.
They found you.
Do you need something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We were traveling through the woods when the blizzard came through, and we had to find shelter. Just wanted to let you know that one of the shacks out by the edge of town is sort of... Well, you're not going to find it in a state of good maintenance.
And neither did we.
I don't think you need to worry too much about that. Those shacks were never in good condition to begin with.
Oh,
That's
that's
A4.
good.
Well, they used to belong to people, and then they got destroyed.
If I may ask, what exactly happened?
Well, I mean, you're strangers, so it's not really any concern of yours, but we've been having attacks by little white dragons over the past month or two.
Oh,
Wait.
God.
What is this town called?
You're in Tont Town.
Oh,
Taint-
we're
Taint Town?
a funny story. We're supposed to be here. We were sent by God.
No, 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 no. No, Aze. Please. We accepted a quest with the Adventuring Guild in Lakuhiri to slay the White Dragons.
Oh, I see. In that case, you should go find, Mayor Cusack and Miss Terror. They are expecting you, I think.
Could I perhaps get some directions as to where I may find them?
Well, they're not exactly easy to pin down.
Very well.
If they're not out and about, then, Miss Terror will be at her cottage to the north of the town center, and Mayor Cusack, he'll just be in town hall normally.
Thank you very much. Could I get a brief description of them so I at least know what I'm looking for?
Mayor Cusack is like me. He's a Goliath, and he normally wears a suit under a fur coat.
All right, thank you.
Snazzy. Roll for detect crush.
Is weather is weather like this normal?
Uncommon, but this happens every now and then. Most of the houses in Tont Town are built to survive a blizzard, or be easy enough to put back together that you won't have to worry about it.
That's smart. So, like, we found a really big icicle in the house we stumbled upon, and that is from the dragon. Presumably.
That would make sense. The frost breath can do a lot of damage.
I turn and look at Oz, the rest of the gang, just wide-eyed, like, we can't fucking do this, man.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure we can do this.
Guys, we fucking... Did you see the size of that? Was like... Don't worry, ma'am. We'll take care of it. I run and I sit down and I'm just snarfing down some porridge.
I'll follow Kyle with much less haste and eat it
Much more porridge.
delicately.
Alright. As you all sit down, Azai, are you also sitting down and eating?
Yeah.
Alright. As you all sit down and heartily stuff down your porridge, hoping to assist in ridding yourself of the fatigue that you have gained over the last night, you all are approached. You see a Goliath man similar in description to the man that Nima pointed out, or described rather. A large Goliath, tattoos running weirdly. There's sort of a collection of tattoos along his jawline, almost like a beard. But at points they begin to trail down towards his neck, and those are the only tattoos you can see with the very heavy clothing he's got on. He's got this very beautiful looking, well-tailored blue suit, and over the top of it he has a big brown jacket that you can see different furs stuffed into.
Dude, who is your tailor? I need their number.
I appreciate the compliment. My name is Mayor Cusack. If it's alright with me asking, how did you all happen to end up in Tont Town?
Well, you see, we actually...
Let me put it this way. Walking through the forest, having a good time. Cumbernimbus in the sky. Not a good sign. We come here as soon as we can. Very cold, freezing. End up in one of the shacks. Now grabbing porridge.
I think you mean cumulonimbus, but I understand what you were saying.
But Cumbernimbus
This was actually our original destination, though we may have only chanced upon it by accident considering the circumstances. We actually come from La Kuhira. We accepted a quest with the guild there in order to slay the dragons that have been attacking the town as of late.
I see. So you are those adventurers sent by the guild in La Kuhiri.
Indeed.
Very well. I would love to have you set to work at this very moment, but you all appear to be, how do I put this nicely? Worse for wear.
I would tend to agree. It would be great if we could perhaps get some shelter and recuperate over the next day and night. That way we may begin our work in earnest tomorrow.
Of course, of course. And there are arrangements made currently. Although they may not be the most favorable, unfortunately we don't exactly have a communal sleeping space for guests, since most people don't come to Tont Town without a reason or someone they know here. But for your sakes, there is a woman named Lucena. She will take care of you as you need to rest, and when you are prepared properly, she will lead you to go and find the baby dragons.
Thank you very much. This is as much as we could ask for. We shall
Indeed.
take our time to recuperate and then set off to rid your town of the dragons that have been plaguing it.
Thank you for your hospitality, Mayor Cocksack.
What did you call me?
I sort of side eye, look around like single Swede bet, sweat down my brow. Mayor Cocksack. Is that not your name?
My name is Mayor Cusack.
Oh, God.
I
I'm
would
sorry.
encourage you to be respectful in my town.
I'm sorry, I've never...
Are you
Never-
still on a chicken farm?
What?
What? Yeah, focus on that. What? I'll say, what? Chicken farm? How is that? What's up? Let's get a load of this guy. This loony bin,
I
right?
turn to both of them and just in 100% sincerity say, scrambled eggs.
So,
You'll have to
Is there
apologize.
anything I
My
can-
traveling companions can be rather eccentric, but they are a good help when it comes to dealing with situations like these.
I see. I am going to defer to your capable judgment. Is there any questions I can answer before late?
How large are the baby dragons?
Okay, thank you for clarification. I thought you were
Yeah, I
asking
was-
a far more unsavory question.
Kyle freaks the fuck out for a second. It's like, don't jump off me here, man. This is you're not making things better.
The
Things need to
dragons
get
are
better,
about the
and we are
size
not
of
trending in the right direction.
about the size of a horse.
Oh.
A horse made an icicle that size?
Indeed, they are quite terrifying. They are still dragons, however young, and they have been plaguing our village for a while now.
How puncturable is their flesh?
Have you ever tried to stab a set of plate armor?
Well, that about
No.
explains it.
I
They are
usually go
about-
for the throat.
They're about that hard to puncture.
Any points of weakness?
I am no dragon expert, but I imagine there are parts where its armor does not cover its flesh.
Oh. Like the pinky toe.
Well, thank you. This
Possible.
has been rather insightful. I do appreciate your hospitality, and if you wouldn't mind, after are we done with our breakfast?
We'll say
really.
we were eating oatmeal. Oh, never mind.
Once we are done eating, it would be, could you, give us directions to head off to, oh my god, I don't remember her name. Yeah, I got nothing. To head off to a place of residence.
Indeed, I intend to wait for you to finish eating, and then I will personally escort you to. Her name is Lucena.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the reminder. Lucena?
Lucena.
Thank you. Forgive me, I'm quite rattled and exhausted at the moment. But,
I understand. Please rest and rejuvenate your spirits. Have a bite to eat. If there's anything I can do for you, just do not hesitate to let me know.
Well, thank you, good sir.
And you see as he walks out the entrance to the mess hall.
I totally forgot her name. That was so bad. This is the fundamental problem with trying to play a character who is way more socially adept than yourself. Because I can't remember names at all. I'm just absolutely horrendous at it.
I have a tip. Write them down.
Ah, you're so right. but then I have to ask you how it's spelled.
That's fine. Or you could just take your best guess. That way you have the pronunciation. It's the English language. It probably won't be too far off.
Yeah, anything goes. Yeah.
I'm more in line with what Precy said. Anything goes with the English language. Alright, where do we got? I should have some.
Well, I know you guys that were here to do a job, but I just would like to, if we can maybe slow our roll for a second and not be in a life or death scenario for just a couple of hours would be nice.
I was at least intending to rest for the rest of the day and perhaps spend tomorrow preparing.
That sounds good. I'm more tired than I've ever been in my whole life.
Does anyone have a dragon warding candle? Because I feel like comedic timing is not on our side here.
You're just attacked by the dragon right now.
Yeah. It's too much on our side. Oh man, you guys, it was so like, you guys could you sleep last night?
No.
No. The circumstances were not great, and putting all that aside...
Actually, Aze, you can sleep within 4 hours due to something that elves get, and you stopped 4 hours in.
Oh yeah, I did.
Do you want to gain the benefits of a long rest?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, Aze, go ahead and knock off 1 point of your exhaustion.
Forget. Wait, did I have 2?
I think you just had 1, so I think you're back to full capacity.
I'm gonna go dragon scouting, guys, actually.
What?
He seems chipper.
Feel free to do what you will, Arze, but try not to get in too much trouble. I am not rested enough to back you up at the moment.
Would Aze make a good dragon tamer?
Are you asking, or are you just hypothesizing?
Pondering.
Okay, gotcha.
How do you...
If Aze makes it outside the 300 foot radius, Kyle immediately just head down, snores immediately.
Out like a baby.
I'm up to 3 points of exhaustion, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okie
And
doke.
everyone who is not an Aze Damado did not get to rest last night.
Yeah.
A species.
So, Aze Damado, are you actually walking off? Or are you all just going to finish your meal and then go to the mayor?
I'm gonna walk off before they go to the mayor.
What?
And I'm gonna go ask people about the dragons.
Okay. As you do, the mayor just sort of looks over you and says, "Are you ready to go talk to Lucena now?"
Yes, but I won't be able to sleep within. I thought I'd get a head start on dragon research. You feel those bad vibes? Those are me.
I am not quite sure what you mean, but I respect your resourcefulness, and I wish you the best of luck in whatever it is you intend to do.
Thank you.
So,
So,
Aze
judging
Damado,
by what I've heard, it's safe to assume we're not dead.
correct, you
Yeah.
are alive. Aze Damado is actually in peak condition. You have 1 point of exhaustion, and I believe Prince and Kyle both have 2.
Kyle got up to 3, I think.
I have 3. I failed every roll.
Oh, right. Prince has 2, Kyle has 3, Rox has 1.
Cool.
You were approached by the mayor of this town, Mayor Cusack, Goliath man, very well dressed, suit underneath a fur coat, who is currently waiting to escort you to where you will all be resting before it is time to go hunting dragons. You successfully made it to your destination, by the way, if that wasn't clear.
No. That's cool though. Cool. That's it.
All right. So, Azadamdo, you're going around asking people what?
When was the dragons last seen? What was the attack like? Did anyone notice anything cool, like weak points?
Okay. Go ahead and make a general persuasion check, let's say. Actually, this would just be charisma. D20
Okay.
plus your charisma.
Oh boy, Ozzy's gonna mess this one up. Watch. Yep, that's not good. A 5.
Okay.
Vampire's gang if manifesting bad rolls was a competition.
So you go around talking to various people, all of which seem to be put off by your just very being there. Multiple people ignore you. There's a handful or two who are brave enough to just tell you what you want to know. And from them, you acquire a bit of information, albeit not much. The last time the dragons attacked was about 3 weeks ago.
Oh no, they.
No one saw any weaknesses. They just came, they took some people, they took some crops, they destroyed some houses with their frost breath, and then they left.
Okay. Thank you for your information, whoever I'm talking to.
I was trying to make
Ozzy walks off.
I was trying to make an eats, shoots, and leaves joke about what the dragons did, but it just wasn't working.
So, do you return to the others, Azai Domino?
No.
Okay. So where do
Go
you
ahead and jump
go?
to their POV. Well, Ozzy
Okay, sure.
like does a perimeter around the village looking for dragon prince.
Alright,
Or
sure, why
signs.
not? So, Rox, Kyle, Prince, you all finally finish your porridge. As he said earlier, Kyle, after a while, just begins to start looking more tired before just face planting into the table, knocked out.
Who's knocked out? Sorry, what? Huh?
Kyle is
I heard
Kyle
the
is so
first half
tired
and then,
that
like,
as
my
soon
brain-
as
Kyle
is so tired that as soon as Azaidomino leaves the radius, the anti-sleep radius, Kyle just falls asleep.
Okay. Like face in porridge, I assume.
It's an empty bowl at this point, but yes.
Okay.
Well,
I guess I'm going to get us to a bed.
all right,
I'll pick him up and move him the way one would a drunk friend.
Let's head over to. Do we need to take our dishes anywhere?
There is a dish return.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll put my dishes away and then go up to the bear.
Okay. You all walk out, I presume? Unless Rox, you had anything else you wanted to do in the mess hall?
I'm so tired, I don't even know.
Are you alright, man?
Yeah, it's St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah, shit. Oh, it's probably not good.
Let me clarify. The reason I'm tired has nothing to do with I have not drinking. My job just gets
But-
harder because other people drink.
Yeah.
But yeah, we already talked to the mayor. We got the information on the dragon. Like Rock's in-game, I'm just wanting to sleep. So I will just push us to where we need to be and march to that goal.
Okay. So, you all walk out. You see that Mayor Cusack has just stood there patiently waiting.
Are you ready?
To sleep?
I believe so. Yes, I think we all need to get some rest in at this point.
I see. Right this way.
He
And we follow.
Yes. You slowly follow as he leads you through the path of least resistance with the least amount of snow still piled up. And, you still have to trudge through a section of it towards the edge of town when you're getting towards a different looking building. Albeit still sort of just wooden, a sturdy looking cottage that is bigger in comparison to the most of the shacks and houses that you've seen within Tont Town proper. You see as Mayor Cusack goes up to the door, knocks,
Says, Lucena, the adventurers are here.
Lucena. Oh, okay.
It's like Lucina from Fire Emblem.
You hear a handful of loud footsteps before a door opens, and you see a woman. She appears to be of either elvish or half-elvish lineage, as she has very notable pointy ears. She has long black hair tied loosely into a bob, with a section of her bangs coming down and covering her right eye. You see that, albeit less dressed for the occasion, she is still wearing what appears to be a set of leather hunter's clothes. And immediately you also see that she has 4 daggers strapped to each side of her boots. Or sorry, collectively to both of her boots.
Oh.
I presume you are Lucina?
Yeah, that's me.
Come
Come on in.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sure
Mac.
thing.
You're asleep. You fell asleep.
Oh, thank you. Thank God.
Finally.
Thank you.
As you all enter the house, you see one last exchange between the woman and the Goliath.
I take it you do not need to be called up to speed on the situation. No, I'll take care of it. Just get out of here and get back to your duties. So, you lot are the adventurers, huh?
Yes.
Right. My name's Lucena. I used to be a member of your guild. My rank was Divine Hatchet before I quit. You're in my house, and if I was still part of your guild, I'd be your superior, so try not to piss me off.
Of course.
Guest room's right over there.
And she motions towards, in the living room, there are 3 doors. 2 on one side and 1 on the other. She motions to the single one.
I guess we'll go.
Okay.
Wait, is it the bathroom or the bedroom they just pointed out?
The bedroom.
Okay, then yes. I will go to throw Kyle onto the bed.
Alright, yeah. You see that it is a room with 2 beds, a desk, an armoire, but it's all lifeless, seemingly due to lack of a guest.
Very well. I think it is time to get some shut-eye.
Yep. How many beds are there?
2.
Okay. I guess I will pass out directly on top of Kyle. Like not even like back, like my back on his like I'm sprawled out taking the whole bed the way a dog would.
Alright. Prince, you're the last one left awake.
Well, suppose I'll take the other bed.
It's like
Alright.
a weighted blanket. Rox is just
It's
got
like
such
a
an
weighted blanket.
Crushing you.
It's
Yeah.
a very weighted blanket. Yeah, he's a thick boy.
Rox weighs like fucking at least 180, like minimum. I don't remember.
Kyle, I don't
Like
think he would waste that much. He's like
a dwarf though. He's not covering all of you. It's more like one really heavy stone on top of you.
that's how Kyle sleeps like.
Just the life being crushed out of him.
Kyle benches 180 in his sleep.
Yeah.
And only in his sleep.
So, Prince, you tuck in as well?
I do indeed.
Alright. You all, after a night of suffering, just doze off, and you will gain the benefits of a long rest when you awake.
Thank God.
Oh, baby.
Finally, let me go mark off this exhaustion, bring my bardic inspiration back up to full. Surprisingly, my hit points were fine.
Yeah, same, bro.
Yeah, you didn't take any damage. Ow.
Give me them fucking spells back, motherfucker.
So, the only one who's currently not asleep right now is Azedamado, and you currently have a long period of time in front of you. So what would you like to do?
Alright, first, we're gonna circle the whole village. Look for any suspicious things, openings where dragons could come, footprints, you know, the works.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh wait, yeah, I have to actually go do that. It doesn't just appear.
Out of
All right.
It's a quick time event.
while this is happening, is the difference... What exactly is the difference between an investigation versus a perception check?
Generally, the way I rule it is investigation is more hands-on. You're searching, you're scouring, you're moving shit out of the way. You're looking for something actively, and
So investigation
you're willing.
has more like intention to it, and then perception's like you're rolling to.
No,
notice
the
it.
the intention is the same. I just wanted to iterate that investigation is far more hands-on, closer. Perception can be anything to trying to discern details about something, but is mostly used for finding information that can be obtained by glancing or looking at something.
Okay.
So for investigation, you need to be investigating something, whereas perception, you just have to be perceiving something to make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 16.
Okay. So, a bit of searching goes a long way. You manage to find a few things of note. You find the occasional footprint leading towards the northeast of the village. It
Leading
takes you at some...
towards?
Yeah, towards. It's not... Actually, wait, no, shit. My bad. I just realized that that's wrong now.
Mm.
You find jack shit. Unfortunately, you don't find any footprints. If
No
there were
dragon
footprints here, they have been since completely covered by the blizzard.
Right. I didn't even think of that, to be honest. What
However,
about dragon claws on the trees?
Okay, yeah, I'll say you can use that for that. You do see a handful of the trees to the northeast of Tont Town. There are markings made by claws. Big claws, big enough to be noticeable compared to, a bear or some other animal that dwells up in trees
bear.
or can dwell up in trees. Sorry, jeez, the fatigue is setting in. Although at some point a thought hits you that they probably wouldn't need to leave footprints, as they can fly.
Right. Forgot we're dealing with aerial units here.
I was gonna say they're definitely not aliens.
That would be quite the twist. Those Diabrura motherfuckers, new tech and bullshit.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna head back into town. I'm gonna find the mayor man, and I'm gonna grill him for details. Everything he knows about the dragons.
Okay. I'd say between the time gap, it takes a bit of searching, but eventually you find the mayor working with this elderly woman who's attempting very feebly to put what appears to be containers of fish into the back of a wagon. And you see that he comes over and provides his assistance before, helping her off, and you walk up to him.
Good sir.
Hello there.
I need every bit of info you have on the dragons.
I'd be willing to give you all the information that I can supply you.
Please, thank you.
What do you wish to know?
Well, I guess everything. Anything useful for, the murder.
Can you start with a general pointed question for me?
What are
make my
your
life
ideas
easier?
for us taking him on? You said you wanted to talk to us after we had, slept up.
I merely just wish to provide you with the statement of what is to be happening, which is you are to be traveling with Lucena to the northeast, where we believe that the Dragonlings are hidden, and hunt them down.
All right, fair enough. That's about all I had, dude. You got any small things I can help with? Since we showed up randomly?
Depends. Your figure would lead me to believe that you are not the most physically able person.
Oh, no, but if you got, a cat stuck in a tree, I can do that.
We don't have many pets here besides hunting wolves.
Can I go pet one?
Probably. I give it a
Sweet.
50-50 chance that they bite your hand off.
I'll stick to. Can I help one? You know, give it some food.
Yes. Are you bored?
Well, at least for the next hour before I'll be bored with being bored. So, you know.
I see. Let me think here. Things you can help out with. What do your special skills include?
Well, running fast, stabbing things from behind, and entertaining?
Are you good at taking care of children?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Can't see me raising my eyebrows, but they are most certainly up.
Oh boy.
Make a deception check.
Make a deception.
I mean, we haven't proven you're bad with children yet. We don't know, but
Yeah, find out.
I don't know.
I'd be
I'll say good with
surprised.
kids.
Odds are slim. Maybe he just connects with them oddly well. You know, maybe their brains are just like built the exact same way. Just a chance.
Oh my god.
So you can run fast. Sorry, I'm going to have to need you to list your special talents again. I wasn't
Run
on my
fast,
listening.
stab from behind, entertain.
Good with kids.
What
Read
in with the
books.
kids? I demand to see Ozzy forced to interact with children.
You know, since you are bored, and since it would probably be most fruitful for you to be doing something, for your fellow adventurers, I would actually suggest that you go talk to Lucena, as I was suggesting earlier. She is going to assist you in this endeavor, but she is very busy all the time. She is a hunter, she is a cook, and she is a mother. I imagine that
Oh.
she could use help with any one of those things.
Okay. Where's she at?
In her house. I was going to... I will leave you there now.
Thank you. By the way, your perimeter's solid, dude.
We have a perimeter.
I will ponder that.
We have a
Define perimeter.
He begins walking.
We have a perimeter.
I want to clarify that for the most part we are a relatively self-sufficient village.
Seems like it. You guys are doing well.
Indeed. We have hunters to hunt for food, and when they are not hunting for food, they can protect us from foreign invasions. However,
Dragons are a bit big, huh?
unfortunately, our weapons are not exactly made of the most solid material, and as such are unable to really make any significant damage against a creature of such legend.
We need to get you guys some like magical weapons or like an iron forge.
What?
I mean, certainly we would appreciate magical weapons. As for metal, we are currently using the best we can, which is bronze. Iron would presumably be helpful, but that requires iron, which is not easy to transport. As for magic weapons, those are expensive, aren't they not?
Well, I'm not good with money, so I wouldn't know.
I see. Very well. I was meaning to ask when I saw your group earlier, but I was informed that there would only be 3 of you.
Oh. To be honest,
We picked some. Oh, no, I can't speak. I'm not here.
I forgot why
Well-
that was. I think it's a logistical nightmares. Something about the bureaucracy. Confidential hidden confidants. You know,
That is
classic
not
big
what-
city stuff.
That is not. Okay, sure. What? I suppose this is for the best then.
Yeah, more hands, more help.
Something to that effect. I don't know how to talk to you.
I pat him on the shoulder. That's the normal reaction. You're doing great, buddy.
You are a very strange person wearing jester's clothes.
In a blizzard.
No
Just
longer
know,
blizzard.
from here on out, your life, you can take your life easier. If this is the strangest thing you've seen so far, just know it doesn't get worse. It only gets better.
Better how?
Well, eventually I leave.
Oh, I see.
You see, I drop in just to give you a new perspective on life, you know?
I see. This has certainly been very enlightening.
I would hope so.
Eventually, I leave.
Damn. That's brutal.
Insane, dude.
So, after a bit longer of a walk, you trail through the same spot that the rest of them had gone through. You all are awoken suddenly as that feeling of existential dread comes upon you suddenly.
I can't breathe.
All might have saved at least.
I can't breathe. Why can't I breathe?
Rox is immediately up, wondering what is squirming under him.
Kyle, you are awoken
Like,
to the sight of a very large dwarven man just crushing your ribs.
the perspective is like top-down camera. Rox is still sprawled out in like an X, and then just nothing moves, just eyes wide open immediately. And then he like super wide, and then they unwiden because he realizes he's just up, and then he just kind of like sits up still on Kyle.
Wait, I have an image of what Kyle looks like right now.
And I go, oh, morning, and then I just kind of get up and act like as if this had never happened.
By the
It's
way,
in
you guys
the-
haven't gained your long rest yet.
Why?
Wait, what did you do?
Elias Den is.
Oh, God. Look at this man.
200-pound rock on top of you as you sleep.
What does Rock say or do?
Again, I like eyes wide up, sit up, like increasing the pressure on you. Look down and go, oh, morning, and then get up and act as if it didn't happen.
Yeah. Good morning. Oh man, I feel good. Oh, my
do
back
not.
is like hurts my shoulder.
As you stand up, like every single possible bone cracks.
Well, I
Oh.
take the feeling of dread to mean that Arce has come back.
What is it with that guy? It's like he got a full night's sleep when none of us could sleep after the longest days of our life. I don't know, you guys.
He's
I
just
just
built
don't know.
different.
Simply, yeah, nothing affects him. He's not of this world.
So, Azedamdo, you and Cusack approach the door. You hear a large, hefty knock from Cusack's Goliath hands. And you hear him say,
Lucena, there is another one.
and you see the door opens up just a crack, and you see one singular black eye just sort of kind of glaring at you.
Isaiah expects it. Just gives like a peace sign and a shrug.
Is something wrong?
No. So who is this guy?
This is the last of the adventuring party. I thought there were supposed to be 3 of them. There are 4, apparently.
Oh,
We had a stowaway.
we picked Prince up along the way. He's fine not getting paid. He just really likes killing dragons.
You are in separate room.
You are in Sibo's room.
Oh shit!
That's a very nice
breaking
story,
the
Rox.
nose.
We'll have to tell Mayor
we were staying
Cusack
in the
that.
same room.
No, you guys, they're separated. Like, from the entrance leads to a sort of communal living room / dining room space. Off to the left is a kitchen, and then further back there are 3 doorways leading to 2 rooms and the guest room that you're currently in.
Any chance I have time to walk out? Because I know Aze's here. I'm awake. There's very few else that can keep you up like Aze can.
Yes, that is fine if you want to get out of bed and walk out of the door.
Okay, yeah. Since I'm already up, I just kind of trudge out. I have no idea how long I've been asleep, so I'm going to go, like, find my water skin and shit. And then I'll walk out and I'm just here. I'm like, oh, yeah.
You see a very strange, not very strange sight, but a strange sight as the somewhat calm and dismissive woman that you saw when you were walking in here the first time is like very much crouched up against the door frame and is looking out, not even paying you any attention.
Everything good?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Anything I can help out with?
No.
Right. Back to it.
I'll
just gonna
follow.
bring more water.
I'll follow Rock shortly after and find my way to the mess hall.
Yeah.
This is a house.
Oh, it's a house? Where
You
am
are
I,
in-
actually?
Oh, God damn it.
To be fair, Kyle was asleep.
Yes, Kyle was asleep, but I respect that. For anyone wondering, you entered a sturdy-looking dark wood cottage. The cottage has a door which leads to a living room / dining room. Off to the left, connected to the living room / dining room, is a kitchen. Further back, at the very back of the living / dining room, there are 3 doors. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. On the right is the guest room where you currently are.
Okay, thank you. I'll find my way to the kitchen.
Okay. You see someone you don't know standing at the door looking outwards.
Okay, who are you? Where am I?
I don't
I
have time
am
for this.
You don't have time for this.
Kyle, we made it. We're alive. We're in
Man,
the house. We're
Yes.
good. Rest until we kill the dragon.
okie dokie. I go back. No.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna find my way to Nima. Okay. See you, strange lady.
She's currently in front of the door that you're trying to walk out.
What's the dealio here?
Hey,
Lizard.
The best
what's
word.
the big idea?
Lizard?
Outside, still cold. You have not been asleep long.
I don't. Yes, Dad. I go back to bed.
I don't want to know.
I don't
It's
either.
for the better.
You see as she opens up the door and looks back towards you, Rox, and says, "You can go wherever you want in here. Just stay out of the 2 rooms on the left, all right?"
Understandable. Thank you.
And she closes the door behind her.
I'm just gonna go sit by the fireplace.
Where's the shitter, actually?
There's an outhouse outside. You don't know that, but there's an outhouse outside.
Rocks, I gotta take a leak. You know where am I
Well-
gonna do that?
I haven't seen one that we're allowed in here, so probably outside.
We're not allowed to leave this place?
No, you're allowed to leave.
I point to the door, I do a little shimmy, I'm just gonna go, I'll be right back. I'll see you.
Good luck.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Good luck.
Wish me
Fucking-
good luck.
So,
Oh,
Azadamado, you are standing outside here with Kusak and this woman now, Lucena, and you see as the sort of tense mood that has fallen the situation briefly diminishes as Kyle walks out and sprints back behind the house.
yeah, like you know the Looney Tunes where your butt's on fire. They're like they hold their butt and they're running around.
You're clenching both your cheeks, running like legs fully up.
Exactly.
Where? God damn it.
Oh.
What's this person's name?
What is your name?
Azadamado.
His name is Azadamado.
Azadamado. Let's go hunting.
Oh, like for real?
Like right now.
You freaking stole my line. I was gonna ask you the same thing. All right, let's
Chibi's
go.
walking.
All right.
Oh shit! Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt.
What's up?
We should have been calling me Dean this whole time.
Oh, Dean Mupp.
wait.
Oh, shit. Oh, well. If we forgot. That's our bad.
We'll have. Well, we'll see where that goes, I guess.
So one of us
we
is
will.
under a false alias, and one of us is not supposed to be here.
Wait,
And
did
one
you
of us-
sign up under
Neither of them
the?
are the ones getting in trouble right now.
Wait, did you sign up under the guild as Dean Mupp?
I think I did. Yeah.
No. You just. Wait.
did.
Just for the lady?
Oh.
He did. He did
I-
trying to impress
Dude.
Hockey or something.
I was
That's
like, I
right.
know he told hi.
I did. I signed up because of that guy, the fucking bear man.
Teaching them all.
Fucking bear, man. Anyways,
So,
hunting.
Azadamado, you are led by this woman who I described earlier, wearing some leather hunting clothes and with daggers strapped to her boots, and she quickly leads you away from her house.
You have kids?
I have a daughter.
Good thing we left.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, oh, did you feel bad vibes when I showed up?
So you knew about that.
Yeah, no, it's kind of hard to ignore.
Alright then, that makes this easy. Spill it. What's wrong with you? Are you possessed? Are you cursed? Are you a devil or something?
Well, I don't know.
You don't
I made
know.
a hasty deal with someone I probably shouldn't have.
I don't even know how to answer that.
Neither do I.
So
I'm
then,
fine. I won't turn on you. If you do, stab me. Yeah.
Okay, I never turn on my friends except for those 2 times I did. But don't worry about that. Other than those.
Those for fun, guys.
So let me get this straight. You made a deal with something unsavory.
Mm-hmm.
And now you emanate.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibes doesn't even begin to describe it. You emit
Death.
the fear of death.
Yeah. Fear of death. Fear of eternity. You know. The works.
And you're just fine with this?
Well, I'm taking things as they come these days. Trying not to think. You know the middle zone? The not now and the not future? The time within, like, the next year, but not within the next 10? Trying not to think about that.
Huh. Yeah, you are definitely strange.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, the most strange part about Aze is not the fear of death that he emanates.
It's just him.
It's just his actual personality.
Stranger than any demon. Stranger than Normac, the devourer of the divine.
Narg knew.
Narg.
Thank you.
Narg knew.
Let's just say I wouldn't rather anyone else be cursed the way I am.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know I was trying to be persuasive.
You might not be, but at the moment, this is going to determine whether or not this person trusts you or not.
Oh, God. Alright.
Nat 20!
He's got that strange charisma.
You're so confused you don't even want to refuse him.
Yeah.
Oh my
Huh. Alright. You seem shockingly genuine.
Look, I try to be honest as often as I can. I'm not being vague for the sake of, theatrics. Well, I'll leave that one unclosed, but truthfully, I don't know. And it isn't my intention to know all the way.
Right. Well, at the very least, regardless of what's wrong with you, you're in luck.
Actually, I have a question for you.
Alright.
What's the hardest thing you've ever had to kill?
That is a far more charged question than you would think.
I figured for you.
Hardest thing I've ever had to kill?
Yeah.
Why is the music battle now? Hold on 1 second.
This is a crazy fucking flashback.
She's having
It was
more
one
flashbacks.
cold night. The moon was out. You could almost... Never mind.
Depends on how hard you are.
Where the
that
hell
could
did
be-
that come from?
That sounds like an innuendo, but I was trying to say that she's gonna kill Aze, but
Hardest thing I've ever had to kill. Well, it wasn't a monster, but it definitely wasn't a man either. And she begins walking back towards the cottage.
Alright. I follow.
cryptic.
Sounds like my ex.
Alright. I think we'll make a good team. Wait, did she have more to say, actually?
I was in the middle of something.
Yeah, sorry. No, I... Just pretend that did not happen. As I was looking at a butterfly.
It had the strange abilities to fuse living organisms.
Oh,
By doing
no.
so, it could... Well... Putting it lightly, it was like becoming a permanent lycanthrope. The worst
have
I
to
ever
Google
saw it was...
lycanthrope.
It's a werewolf.
Oh, okay.
The worst it ever got was... when a person was mixed with a rat. They're completely incompatible as creatures. I don't even know if that thing was alive, but... it didn't last very long.
Put it out of its misery.
It only felt right.
Alright. We'll make a good team.
I still wasn't done, but it's fine.
Oh, fun! Alright. Looking at it, a caterpillar.
This story isn't worth telling. What I was trying to
Oh.
say earlier is that I have something that you could use.
Wait,
I'd
you finish the
appreciate it.
story? I was actually invested.
Oh,
I was sad when it ended prematurely. It was like,
the
damn,
hardest
that's
thing I've
all.
ever had to kill was that person. I don't know what twisted entity gave them their powers, but they had control over life itself. They turned many of the people I was working with against me by changing them into rabid beasts that could tear people apart with just a slash. Between them and it, They were the hardest things I've ever had to kill.
Care to elaborate on it, or is that too far?
No. It was a man, I think. Strange mark upon his chest. Dark brown robes. His eyes pulsed with some sort of radiant energy. I believe that they were an omen sent by some sort of dark god.
Oh dear.
That's in the past now.
How long ago?
Before I stopped being an adventurer. So, maybe 5 years ago.
Good news.
I've been meaning to
Dark
ask.
prophecy doesn't happen in 5 years. It's pretty much null and void.
I was meaning to ask, are you a good or a bad elf?
Ozzy now.
I'm gonna
remembers the
pretend I have a sophisticated answer and say I don't believe in either.
What's your family name?
I forgot.
Domino?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way his real name is just Ozzy
That's
Domino.
that gives the same vibes as asking for Obama's last name.
His name is Ozzy Domino.
My cousin's Mario, Jumpman Mario.
First name Ozzy Domino.
Last name Domino.
Do you want me to tell you your family name, or do you care?
Yeah, actually, I didn't. I just, yeah.
I'll send you a DM. Why not? Just so you know.
All right.
Thankfully, you haven't forgotten your name, despite the dementia.
Okay,
or whatever that you're
despite
going
trying.
through.
He tried his best, though, man.
Shit. Sorry, I don't know if that came through. I just dropped my cup.
No, it didn't actually.
That's
Your
good.
reaction.
But that's sad. My last name? It doesn't mean anything to me, not anymore. But it's Noima.
Huh. Not
Have you heard of it?
Okay.
Irado?
Ears perked up.
What's up?
Not Irado?
No.
Good.
You know some of the like?
Sorry. I was gonna say something to you first, but I want to let her finish.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew them in the past.
Opinions?
Not good. Not good at all.
Alright, what's the thing you had to say before I go on?
Yes, I got very distracted. And now you're at the front entrance to the cottage. You're cursed or something, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Bonded, cursed, whatever.
I had to get an anti-curse magic scroll a long time ago for something, and didn't end up using it.
Really?
She nods.
Dang. Alright.
I'm not gonna ask for money, but if you're actually going to stay here and continue working with me, then I'd rather not feel like this all the time.
I don't blame you.
Good. Alright, now come on in.
Alright.
And as she opens the door and invites you in, we're going to head and bring this session to a close.
Yippee!
We made it.
And we didn't die in the blizzard!
True!
Go.
Got very close, but you did not die.
We had some fun tonight, guys.
Yeah.
It was a bit on the shorter side, but we had some fun.
Ozzy.
Ozzy's just complete and utter incomprehensibility is hilarious every time.
Yeah.
With that said, yeah, I will go ahead and reiterate the administrative things from the beginning of the stream, which is to say that the plan is all over the place for this week. The big important points is No Phoenix Wright either tomorrow or the Monday after. We might replace it with something else, but we can't say for certain. D&D next weekend is just flat out canceled, and then hopefully sometime during this week I will squeeze in a Yakuza and a Persona 4 stream. With that, I would like to thank everybody so much for watching by. Squidler, CD, we had Holy Little Boy, and Davey Johnson as well. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you all next time. Ciao!
Bye.